Hey friends, welcome. If you're new to the channel, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to check out more content on my channel, on my page, and if you like it, join the family by tapping the subscribe button. Yeah, let's get right into it. So y'all know me, I took notes again, because I do still record on my phone, and yeah. So I took some notes. If y'all see me looking down, reading from my notes. But this video is not something that really just required me to just, really have prepared and practice for it. I'm literally just going to be doing a story time. It's been a year at least since I recorded and uploaded a story time for y'all. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. And today, I'm going to be telling y'all about my experience working at everybody's favorite local beauty supply store, Hair Global. Clock it. Yeah, I'm gonna be telling y'all about my experience working at Hair Global. So if the camera moving a lot, y'all, let me know in the comments, because I got my phone propped up on this like tripod, but it's still kind of bouncing, I feel like. But yeah. Anyway, without further ado, let's hop right into the video. So like I said, I did work at Hair Global. If you live in my area or any of the surrounding cities, if you live in Nashville, then you know where Hair Global is. And it's 2 locations. And I don't know if the location I worked at is the original store or not. I really couldn't tell y'all. But yeah, I worked at the location that's like kind of closer to where I live. I'm not gonna tell y'all exactly which location it was, but if you know, you know. But y'all, Hair Global is so huge. Like, it's the biggest beauty supply store in Nashville. So yeah, how I chose to work there, like, I decided to work at the beauty supply store because I was in cosmetology school and I wanted to find a job that wasn't like too demanding, and also that still was kind of like aligning with my career choice. Like, it's like kind of a step underneath from working straight into a salon, because some people do work in a salon already while they in school, but me, I was just working regular 9-to-5 jobs. And so yeah, like, I had stopped working at my other job that I was working at. If I'm not mistaken, I think I was working at Moe's Southwest Grill. But yeah, I had ended up getting fired from that job. We're not gonna talk about that right now. If y'all want that story time of how I got fired from up there, let me know. I might tell it, but it's a little messy too, so but I had stopped working from up there, and so I was like, I need to find me a job. So I was just out job hunting one day because I had already looked on Indeed, seeing what Indeed has to offer, and I just wanted to like expand my search a little bit. So I went to look at some salons in the area that I might be interested in working in. And as I was going to one specific salon, I passed the beauty supply store, Hair Global. And I go there all the time. So, I was like, bro, let me just stop in here and see like if they hiring, whatever. So I stopped by there and I was like, hey, are y'all looking for any employees, because a lot of people was asking me how did I get hired up there, because in beauty supply stores, it's mainly like foreigners who work there. And so that was the case, when I went in to interview or ask about a job. I went in and I asked the guy like, hey, how can I apply? And so he gave me a paper application and he was like, fill this out, bring it back, and we'll give you a call. So yeah, I went to the car, found a pen, and I filled the application out. It took me like 5 minutes. And I took it back in there and I was like, hey, here's my application. I gave him a little bit of backstory about me. I'm in cosmetology school. I'm looking for like a little part-time gig just to bring some extra cash, nothing too serious. I let him know, and yeah, he was like, okay, well, we'll give you a call if we want to hire you. And so I think it was the same day or like the next day. I got a text, y'all, like a text, not a call. It was a text, very informal, but just whatever. I got a text and it was like, hey, can you come in tomorrow at 1 p.m.? So I'm like, shoot, I didn't expect to have no job and be working this soon, but sure can. Like, I'll be there tomorrow at 1. So, when I did show up to work, they just took my documents, scanned my documents. We didn't have to worry about setting up any type of direct deposit because they did pay me in cash every week. So that was like a pro of working here. Like, it was kind of pretty quick money, like weekly paid, and it was cash, so they didn't really take out like too many taxes. So yeah, like I went there on that. I don't know what day it was, but I started my first day, and yeah, like it really wasn't much that I had to do on the job because, yeah, like I said, the store is big, but it was probably about 6 to 7 employees every shift. So, everybody kind of just had their little area secure, And we just, watch out, make sure nobody in there is stealing, or, if anybody need help finding something, you just let them know what aisle it's on. And Hair Global got a lot of wigs, like so many wigs. Some beauty supply stores have wig rooms. Yeah, some beauty supply stores have wig rooms, but Hair Global just got all their wigs along the wall, and so you have to use a ladder to get up and down and like get the wigs, get the bundles. I'll insert some pictures of how the store look. It's so big, y'all. But yeah, so that's pretty much mainly the main thing that I did was work on the wig wall, and I would just help people try on wigs and get the wigs down, get the bundles down. That was pretty much it. And I would go in from 9 in the morning to I think 8, and I would do that like 4 or 5 days out the week. And so it was cool. Like, I would see a lot of people who I knew every day. I would see somebody who I knew, and I also got to meet new people and make new connections with people who were in the same industry that I was in. So that was another pro of working at the beauty supply store. The cash payments and making new connections. Obviously, you get a little discount. The discount wasn't too much, but it was something. So I really couldn't complain about that. I think overall I ended up working there for about 3 or 4 months. I worked at Hair Global, and I really didn't have no bad experiences there. Like, it was some customers that would come in loud, and want to try on 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different wigs. But like, overall, the job was fun. Like, I would have still been working there, but this was the tea, y'all. This the tea. This how I lost my job at Hair Global. So, me, if you know me, like, I can be punctual, but I'm not always punctual. So, some days I was supposed to be there at 9, like I said. Some days I would get there at 9:10, 9:15, But, and so they would tell me, like, hey, you need to do better at being on time. Like, you can't keep being late, yada, yada, yada. And I understood I did not like to keep being late to work, But I was also still in school, like I also mentioned. So for me going to work at 9 a.m. and getting off, going to school, because during the week, during my school days, I would go at 9 and I would leave at 2, and then I would go to school from 3:30 to 9. So I was just busy, y'all, and tired, and I would sometimes oversleep, which that's really not no excuse, but sometimes I would just oversleep. But this one day in particular, yeah, I was supposed to be at work at 9, y'all, and I didn't wake up till like 10:30, and I live 20 minutes away from the store. So if I woke up at 10:30, it take me 20 minutes to get dressed, get up, get ready, and then 20 minutes to drive there. I wasn't pulling up to the lot till like 11:40, 11:30. So I was like 2 hours plus late to work this day, y'all. And mind you, when I woke up, I did have a message or two from the guy who hired me, and he was like, hey, like, are you coming in? What's going on? And I did not respond. Like, I didn't respond, which there was another area where I messed up, because I should have just texted him. Like, actually, I think I did text him. Like, I don't know if I text him or not. I'm going to see if I can find the messages, and I'm going to put it in the video. But I can't remember if I texted him and told him I was late or running late, gonna be on my way or not. But anyway, I pulled up to the lot almost 12 o'clock. I'm 2 hours late, y'all. And when I went in, like, everybody was cutting their eyes at me, like, I'm feeling the tension. But I'm just like, oh, Lord, like, I'm ashamed, but I'm going to still come in here and do my job. So I went in, clocked in. Then as soon as I clock in, right, the dude come up to me like, hey, why were you late today? I'm telling him, it really ain't no excuse. I overslept. Like, I just been tired from balancing school and work. It won't happen again. He hit me with the, okay, well, I know you working part-time and everything, and that you trying to finish school, so we're going to have to cut your hours, and we're not going to give you so many days. We hired somebody else, so we'll just text you whenever we need you to come back in. And I'm like, he was like, you don't have to worry about working today. I'll pay you the rest of what we owe you for the week, and I'll text you whenever we call you, whenever we want you to come back and help us around the store. So in my head, I'm like, cut my hours down to what? Work how many days a week? Like, what are we doing? And he was like, oh, don't worry, like, we'll still have you around. Like, I'll text you. So I'm peeping the energy, like, he low-key trying to just tell me that they don't need me no more, like, trying to fire me. So I don't know if I end up working the whole day, or if he paid me on the spot and then I left. But I just know that they knew that they was finna fire me. So for them to even have me drive all the way up there still, I'm already 2 hours late. Like, I could have just stayed in the bed. Like, he told me, I drove up there just for him to tell me, hey, we don't need you today. Come back another day. And so, yeah, he paid me for that day. I left. And 2 days passed, 3 days passed. I'm texting him because I haven't heard anything. I'm trying to see how I'm going to make some money for the week. So I'm texting him like, hey, do y'all need me today? Do y'all need me today? No response. He ghosted me every time, y'all. So at that point, I think I probably was still checking in with him for like 2 or 3 weeks. And he would not respond to me. So after that, I was just like, yeah, like, I pretty much blew it. And of course, like, it was kind of delusional for me to think that I could show up 2-3 hours late to a job and not get fired. But at the same time, like, he was telling me, oh, I'm gonna let you know when we need you. I'm gonna let you know when we need you. But every time I'm asking him, do y'all need help, he wasn't responding. So yeah, that was like my last day working in Hair Global. And it was fun, y'all. It's been like 4 or 5 months since I worked there now, and every time I go in there, I just be like, bro, like, put me back on. And they be talking amongst themselves. I don't know what they be saying, but I know they be talking about me. But yeah, that's pretty much the story time of how I got to working at Hair Global, my experience working there. If y'all like the content, if y'all like the video, made it all the way to the end, leave a starry eye emoji in the comments. And if y'all want more story times, also let me know that in the comments too. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join the family. Pretty soon I'm gonna have a name for like the YouTube channel. I was thinking NC Nation, like Niecy Crawford Nation, but I don't know. I'm trying to come up with a name for our community. But yeah, that's the story time of me working at Hair Global Beauty Supply Store. And yeah, I don't know what story time I'm gonna do next, but yeah, hopefully y'all like the video. I'm gonna quit rambling and I'll talk to y'all in the next one.